What is up guys, Stark here. I am back for another Fate video, and in today's video we're going to be doing the calendar for the month of July. So I know I've been away for a little while, and unfortunately I did have some real life things that I had to take care of, but that should more or less be straightened out now and I can get back to making content. So I'm really excited for that. The streams are going to be less frequent for the next couple of weeks just because of work stuff. But the video content will be ramping up again from now until the end of the year, so I'm really excited to get back into making videos, and I kind of just hate the fact that something always happens that makes me stop, but I'm really trying to push forward and keep the content coming for you guys. So hopefully the few of you guys that are still watching these videos are enjoying it, and hopefully you guys look forward to the new content that I'll be bringing out in the future. But for now, we are talking about the calendar, and we do have the calendar for July to get through. Now, July is always really interesting for Fate because of the swap and anniversaries. So, Global's anniversary, or NA's anniversary, is technically the end of June, but usually they do the anniversary stuff in July, whereas in JP it's in August. So they do flip-flop some of the events. And, you know, we have to guess as to what exactly is going to happen. But we have a pretty fair guess, I guess, this time around, because they already announced the Call of Duty broadcast. But before we get into that, we do have a couple more days before the potential anniversary release. So let's just go ahead and talk about that, with the first one being today, the 1st of July. So in the 1st of July, we have a couple banners. We have the Nobunaga banner, which they had to squeeze in at the end of the month in order for the GSSR to go off without a hitch, as Demon Nobunaga is in the GSSR, so we did need to get her before the GSSR came out. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to pull one of the characters. But yeah, in addition to that, you also have the Summer Nobunaga rated up, as well as Mori. They are rated up throughout the entirety of their banner, so there's really not much to talk about for that. But they're all pretty decent characters in my opinion, so they are definitely worth a consideration at the very least. We do also have a second banner, which is going to be King Hassan's banner, so one of the few times that he actually comes back in the game. Really bad timing, but he is a really good character. He's still really good in my opinion. So definitely worth another consideration there for him. He'll come out rated up alongside a few other characters. So first of all, you do have Jaguar Warrior and Ushiwakamaru as 3 stars. Not including them in the list because there's so many servants rated up throughout the month of July. It might not look it based on the calendar, as you guys can see only 3 icons for characters throughout the month of July. But there is a ton of servants rated up because of the anniversary, and we'll get to them as we go. But those 3 characters are rated out throughout the entirety of the event, but then there's also going to be like a daily lineup of characters that will rotate depending on what day it is. So depending on when this video actually goes live, it could either be in the first or the second rotation for characters, but the first is Medusa Lily, or Medusa Lancer as the featured character, but I do suspect that when this video actually goes live, it will be in July 2nd, or at least the rotation for July 2nd, and that will feature Gilgamesh instead of Medusa Lancer. But Medusa Lancer does come around again a little bit later on, so if you did miss that, then you do have another opportunity for that. So on the 3rd, we have Gorgon rated up. Really something that I was considering pulling for because I really do need Gorgon, but I think I will just wait for Gilfest in order to try and get her, or wait for another ticket, I guess. But yeah, on the 4th, we do have another rotation for Medusa Lily, and this is where things get really interesting. So they announced the Call of Duty broadcast on the 3rd, so that means the anniversary stuff is going to happen after that. So the 4th of July, really interesting that they're doing it on the 4th of July, but you know, hey, whatever, that works. Yeah, the anniversary, the 4th anniversary for Fate Grand Order NA is coming. I guess maybe it is fitting to do it on the 4th of July for the 4th anniversary. So that's pretty cool, I guess, that they're doing it there. There's a whole bunch of really cool things that come out in the anniversary. And it does give us a new character, the only new character that we're going to see this month, potentially. That is going to be Leonardo da Vinci, Ryder, or Lily. So she's going to be a pretty cool servant, and based on the calendar of the month, for me, she's going to be a character I'm definitely going to be pulling for. Now, she does come out with a variety of other characters. However, the first couple of days she is by herself. So that'll just be the same there. Now, Nobunaga's banner does go away on the 3rd, and you just have Hassan and Medea Lily rated up. And then on the 5th, it's going to be Hassan and Gilgamesh, and on the 6th, it will be Hassan and Gorgon. And then on the 7th, this is where things get really interesting. So, for the 7th, you're going to have all of the characters rated up again for Hassan's banner. So you have Hassan, you have Gilgamesh, you have Gorgon, you have Medea Lily. They're all rated up there. And then over on the anniversary banner, this is where they're going to start being characters like bunched in, as well as Da Vinci. So if you were like, if you just wanted Da Vinci, you would pull on some of those previous days. But if you did want some of these other characters, then you have a chance to do that. And it's going to be mixed up into 2 different groups, so there'll be 2 different banners each day, and they'll rotate every day. Each banner only does have 1 day, so if you do miss it, then unfortunately it's not going to come around. There's not going to be a second rotation, which is really weird because the banner lasts long enough where it would be able to have 2 rotations, but they didn't do that. They just did 1 day each. So anyway, the first banner is going to be for the first Lost Belt, and then the second banner is going to be for the first Pseudo-Singularity. So you do have a whole bunch of characters here. So you have Anastasia, you have Atlanta Alter, you have Avisabron and Salieri, as well as the... oh, what's his name? I forgot his name. The Assassin of Shinjuku, you have Emiya Alter, and you have the Avenger of Shinjuku. So those will be rated up on the 7th. And then on the 8th, Hassan's banner stays the same. It's going to stay the same until it ends, so we're not going to touch on that anymore. But for the anniversary banner, it's going to switch over to Lost Belt 2, and it's also going to have Napoleon rated up as well as the Valkyries rated up. And then on the second banner, it's going to have the Caster of the Nightless City rated up, the Assassin of the Nightless City rated up, the Berserker of El Dorado rated up, and then you're also going to have Christopher Columbus rated up. I am potentially gonna do some rolls on that banner just to try and get Columbus. I don't like him as a character. I don't like him, like his skills and stuff in game, but I don't have him, and I really do want to get him just so I can have all the characters. So I'll definitely do some rolls just to get him, but I'm not really excited about any of the other characters on that banner. So on the 9th, you have like Lost Belt 2 Part 2, so Napoleon switches out for Satonai, and the Valkyries are still rated up. And then on the second banner, you have Yagyu rated up, you have Tomoe Gozen rated up, you have the Assassin of Paraiso rated up, you have Danza rated up, and you also have Hozoin Inchu rated up. Lots of characters. I ran out of room to fit all these characters onto the bottom of the screen. And then on the 10th, I really did run out of room for characters on the screen, so I did this one a little bit differently. So the 10th and the 11th have Lost Belt 3 characters rated up, and so the characters are basically on the same banner for the first and the second day. So I included all of those characters on the 11th. The only character that's only rated up on the 10th is going to be Old Man Lee. So if you did want to pull Old Man Lee, then you'll have to pull for him on the 10th. Now keep in mind that the Prince of Lanling, the Xinlang Yu, Consort Yu, and Red Hair are all rated up on the 10th as well. I just couldn't fit them into the graphic. And then on the second banner, you have Nezha, Cersei, and Queen Sheba as your rated up characters. And then, like I said, for the 11th, you do have the other Lost Belt 3 characters, and then the featured character is going to be Sheng Yu as the featured character. The other characters are rated up again as well, but they're also rated up on the 10th, so do keep that in mind as well. And there is no second banner for the 11th. It's just going to be the Lost Belt 3 Part 2 banner. So yeah, this is also the final day for the King Hassan banner, so if you did want to pull for that, then you would have to pull for it that day. After that, we really lose like all of our characters for quite a few days. So the 12th, the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th are just going to be DaVinci rated up as a solo. This is what I said is pretty interesting. They could have just repeated the other days for like the Lost Belts and the Pseudo Singularities, but they didn't do that. I mean, maybe Global will do it, but they didn't do it on JP. And this is where we start guessing. So on the 16th, I'm expecting that we're going to get the rerun for Summer Jalter's event. Now, the way this worked in JP, they got a new event for the event Saber Hokusai with the Las Vegas event, but we're not going to get that. We're going to get that after the rerun of the Summer Festival. And the rerun of the Summer Festival lasts a really long time. It's a cool event, but it does last a long time, so I do think it's going to take up a pretty good chunk of the end of July here. Now, maybe they'll squeeze in Hokusai at the end of July, but I just don't know, so I'm not going to include it. We'll just save that for the August one. But yeah, so Summer Part 2, or what was it, Part 3? I don't know what it is, but Summer Jalter comes back with all of the characters that were available the first time around, and the first 2 banners will be available from the start. So it wasn't like one week was one, then the second week was another one. So you're going to have parts 1 and part 2 available at the same time. So for the 16th, you're going to have Joan Archer rated up, you're going to have Ibaraki Doji Lancer rated up, you're going to have Ushi Wakamaru Assassin rated up, and then you're also going to have Dante's rated up, Caster Gill rated up, and Robin Hood rated up. However, the male servants are on a different banner, but those 3 servants will be rated up the entirety of the event, so they're not going to flip-flop. It's just going to be all 3 of them the entire time. Really good opportunity to pick up Dante's if you don't have him, in my opinion. Now, for the Part 1 banner, the 2 4-star servants are going to rotate every couple of days, but it does stay the same on the 16th. Everything stays the same there, and then things will start to switch. So the 17th, Ushi Wakamaru falls off, and then this is also going to be potentially the last day for the anniversary banner. So if you don't have DaVinci there, definitely want to make sure you get DaVinci. I think she's really good and definitely worth getting. So if you have any spare cords, she's not like a Scotty or a Merlin servant where like it's an absolutely must-have, or next year for Castor Artoria. But I do think she's at least worth trying to get. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, the 19th, you pretty much have everything the same except for DaVinci going away. The 20th, we'll see Ibaraki switch out with Ushi Wakamaru, and this will be the same for the 21st. So then on the 22nd, you have Ibaraki and Ushi both being rated up at the exact same time. The 23rd, we are going to have the same that we already have there, but we're also going to get a new banner. This is going to be Summer BB's banner, so she is going to be rated up alongside Mysterious Heroine XX and Queen Meve, the Saber version, the Summer one. So on the 23rd, you're going to have all 3 of them rated up, of course. So really good opportunity to get some of those characters if you missed them last year. And then on the 24th, Part 1 and 2 banners stay the same, and then Part 3 will also be the same. So you're going to have the same characters throughout the entirety of that day. The 25th, Ibaraki is by herself, so Ushi Wakamaru falls off the banner, and then you're going to have Mysterious Heroine XX fall off of their banner. And this will be the same for the 26th and the 27th. No changes to any of those banners for those days. But then on the 28th, you have Ushi Wakamaru being the featured servant instead of Ibaraki Doji, and then you have Queen Meve and Mysterious Heroine XX switching places, and this will be the same for the 29th and the 30th. And then for the 31st of July, all the characters are back on their banners for the end of the month. So all in all, I think this is a pretty standard month. There's really not a whole lot, even with the anniversary coming around. You know, it's not something that I'm especially excited for, considering it's not like a big hit. It feels like they do every other year. They have like the first year they have like a must-have servant, and then the second year they have like an okay servant, and then like the next year is just a really good servant again. So now we're in the even years where they have just okay servants, and then next year is going to be something to really get excited for with Caster Arctoria. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for that. But I will be pulling for Da Vinci. I'll be getting Da Vinci 100%. Not like that's not a question. I'm going to be pulling for her, and I'm going to be getting her. Hopefully, anyway. I don't want things to go too sour, but yeah, I'm planning on getting Da Vinci. I might be pulling for Columbus just to get him, add him to the collection. Outside of that, though, there's really nothing else that I actually need for any of these banners. Gorgon I might pull for, but probably not, just because she comes back at Guildfest. I already have Nobunaka, I have Hassan, I have all the summer units, so I don't have to worry about that. And that's why I pull for the summer units when they come out, because I don't want to try the next year and get them jumbled up together with other summer units. So now I can save all of those same courts for the new set of summer characters that will be coming out in August, so we can get our summer Musashi. Really looking forward to that. I'm actually looking forward to that more than the actual anniversary. But it is what it is. This is what we got. I'm really excited to see what other things they do for the anniversary. Unfortunately, I will not be able to stream the Call of Duty broadcast. I'm really disappointed about that, but I will be working when it is live, so I'll have to catch up on it when I get home. I might make a video about it to do like a little bit of a recap and like my reactions to it and stuff like that. Hopefully, I actually hope the anniversary drops on the 4th. If it doesn't, then I will not be able to stream it. I'll just have to make a recording of my polls. But if it does drop on the 4th, I will stream it on the 4th. But after that, I do have to go away for training for 2 weeks. So I won't be able to stream. I'll still be able to make videos, but I won't be able to stream. So just keep an eye on like Twitter and Twitch and stuff to see like my updates and notifications. But for now, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Once again, I do apologize for being away for so long, but I am planning on coming back, making a lot of videos and stuff like that, so hopefully you guys are still hanging in there with me. For those of you that are, I really do appreciate it, and hopefully I can reward you guys with some really cool content over the next couple of weeks. But yeah, that is the end of the video, so if you did like it, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what characters you guys are looking forward to the most this month. And I do have the links below to my Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and Discord, so feel free to check those out, and I'll see you guys next time.